as search and rescue crews work from the air and the ground to find the missing. Families do their own digging at Camp Mystic. This father sorts through every piece of debris for signs of his missing 8-year-old daughter.
We're looking for places that they're gonna potentially be alive.
The summer camp is in ruins after flash flooding early Friday morning. Some campers are still missing, while others are confirmed casualties. They are among more than 24 children who have died, including these girls, all under 14, whose families reportedly confirmed their deaths to American news networks.
It was nothing short of horrific to see what those young children went through. And we will remain 100% dedicated, searching for every single one of the children who were at Camp Mystic, as well as anybody else in the entire riverbed.
Torrential rain caused the Guadalupe River to rise fast, in some places by nearly 8 meters in under an hour. Officials say more than 850 people were rescued, but dozens are still missing. Over the weekend, this man searched for his daughter and her friends, not heard from since Friday.
The place where all the survivors are brought, and we were hoping that we would hear our daughter and friends' names called, but they never did call. So we said, this morning we're going to come out and try to find them ourselves.
They're getting help from others, moved by the horror of it all.
Those babies. If it was my babies, I'd want somebody looking, so that's why I'm here.
Was any emergency alert given out on the 4th?
Reporters now work to get answers on how this storm became so deadly. Locals say there wasn't enough of an urgent heads up on the extreme flooding and wonder if the death toll could have been lower. This tragedy comes months after U.S. President Donald Trump severely cut national agencies that monitor and warn of dangerous weather. But on Sunday, Trump confirmed that he would send federal help to the worst affected county.
And Sam, the worrying weather is not over yet?
No, in fact, the governor for Texas said recovery crews were mainly focused in Kerr County, where that camp is, but because it was the worst hit. Now, though, they are expanding focus to more of central Texas because there are more potentially damaging storms on their way over the next 48 hours.
Thanks for this, Sam. Sam Sampson in Washington. As Sam just touched on, there are many questions tonight about why so many people were caught up in these floods. Alexander Silberman takes a look at what made the area so vulnerable and the calls for accountability.
An intense torrential downpour in Texas Hill Country dumped 4 months worth of rain in hours. This video shows the surging wave of water that rushed down the Guadalupe River.
When we have a severe event of this nature, it is never just one factor.
Scientists say a cluster of thunderstorms lingered in the region. Drought made hard soils less able to absorb water and also created heat, fuel for the storms.
This is like a 1-2 punch that any large system looks for in terms of high moisture and high temperature.
The National Weather Service issued a series of flash flood warnings and emergencies in the early hours of Friday, but officials are facing tough questions about why people near the river weren't evacuated.
There was an inability to know precisely where that wet rain was going to fall and how much was going to fall.
This part of the state is known as Flash Flood Alley, and some officials are questioning if so-called warning fatigue kept people from leaving home. There are also concerns the National Weather Service was understaffed after cuts by the Trump administration.
If you don't have the people and the observational capabilities and you can't fly the planes or the satellites are not giving you the data, you're going to suffer.
In the aftermath, there are lessons for other flood risk areas, including in Canada, according to this expert.
Right now, on average, for major urban centers across the country, flood risk maps tend to be about 20 to 25 years out of date. We've got to bring them up to date so we know where water is going to go when the big storms hit.
Experts say AI models of flood zones could also help plan evacuations and save lives. Alexander Silberman, CBC News, Regina.